Somewhere I belong.
Testing, testing, check. 1, 2. I hope that you guys have had a blessed beginning to 2026. Welcome. Happy New Year. I wanted to give you guys a list of the books that I read in 2026. Wait, a list, a pile, a stack, if you will, of the books that I read in 2025. And quite frankly, all of them in one way or another helped me get through 2025. And I wanted to share them with you, a little snippet from each one that I believe may be beneficial to you and may get you to choose said book and pick it up and make it a part of your 2026. I already know what I'm going to read out of this one. The medicine for my suffering I had within me from the very beginning. A quote from the late great, one of my biggest heroes, Bruce Lee. From Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee's Commentaries on the Martial Way, narrated through the journal entries of Bruce Lee's actual journals. An A1 read. It's got pictures to go along with the commentary. It even has diagrams of his martial way, how he went about that. Hopefully you can see that. A lot of people didn't know that while he was creating this commentary, he was actually bedridden after having a severe back injury. And this back injury actually came before he made Enter the Dragon, before he made Game of Death, before he made Fist of Fury. He was actually told that he would not do martial arts ever again. In that time he was bedridden, created this bad boy right here. And then got out the bed and made those phenomenal movies. Making lists can help create clarity on your goals, keep you on track toward them, and relieve some of the burden of thinking about making a plan. Facts. This excerpt came from One More Day by, I don't want to butcher their name, so I'm not going to say it. You're just going to read it for yourself. I was blessed with this book actually at a premiere for a movie, which was very interesting. The title speaks for itself. It really does, in each chapter and each passage, give you ways that will help you get through one more day and into another one. It's a blessing. To add value to others, you need to start putting others ahead of yourself in your mind and heart. Beautiful. If there was only more people in the world that were willing to do that, I believe that this would be an even more beautiful place. And there'd be less people experiencing homelessness and need, not just here in Los Angeles, but across the world. There is genuinely too many resources and too much to go around. Failing Forward by John Maxwell. John Maxwell is a phenomenal author. I'm sure you guys have heard of at least one of his books before. I wish I got this book sooner. Each chapter is actually a very short read, and there hasn't been a single chapter in this book that I didn't highlight something in. In more than 30 years of working with people, I have yet to meet a successful person who continually dwelled on his past difficulties. That's far. We're on to my favorite book, the book that I actually just finished on New Year's Day. The pursuit of pleasure to ease a pain is like running after a breeze to cool you down. Do I need to say more? I really don't think I do. Another book I wish I had picked up earlier, but I'm grateful that I found it in a secondhand store in New York. Honestly, the only reason it took me until the new year to finish was because I wanted to take my sweet time and have some more of it to read. But this is the type of book that you highlight through each chapter and you pick up again when you're done reading it. It's amazing, genuinely. Guy really did it. The man just spits bars. It's just in every chapter. We're down to the last three. This one I've recommended to quite a few of my friends, and if I have not recommended it to you, I am doing it right now. I found this book on TikTok. Yeah, shout out TikTok for this one. Don't believe everything you think, because your brain is connected to the universe. Whether you believe in God or not, if you believe in a higher being or a higher power that has created everything, then I believe that you should believe that the things that pass through your mind are not all based on your past experiences or what you are able to imagine, because the higher power that created you imagined everything, the good and the bad. And you do not have to turn your thoughts into thinking, meaning that those things that you're not interested in or that don't benefit you, allow to pass right through your brain rather than letting them linger, because thinking, as this book teaches, is the cause of all suffering. I just summed up the book for you right there, but you should still pick it up. To a mind without the limits of thinking, anything is possible. And a quote that I circled twice, and something you should definitely ask yourself: if I had infinite money, already traveled the world, had no fear, and didn't receive any recognition for what I do, what would I do, or what would I create? Definitely ask yourself that in 2026, because that's how you find the passion in life. A word from our sponsors. One of the best smelling colognes, and in one of the most creative cases, this bad boy up. Look at that. Come on. Now, it just so happened that I wanted to make a video about the books that I enjoyed this year. But what better cologne to pair with books than the class of 2025 yearbook Forever Wanted elixir that comes in a case that's shaped like a revolver's, I don't know what you call the thing that the bullets go in a revolver, but you understand what I'm saying here. And I want to spray a little bit. Oh, my God. I could just spray this in my home and it would elevate the scent in here. Challenge your thoughts. I arrowed it. Can you see that? Hold up. There we go. Challenge your thoughts to achieve a more positive outlook. An easy read. I found it in the Atlanta airport. Yeah. I had a layover that was lasting like 2-3 hours. Stopped in the bookstore. Skimmed through a couple of pages. Yeah, the beautiful thing about this book is that it is based on psychology, but it also connects to scripture, connects to faith. Being loving to strangers, or even to people you know, has the added benefit of making you feel happier. And it's true. I was like so down in the dumps on Christmas this year, like more than I've ever been in my entire life. But I decided to spend Christmas night serving dinner at a volunteer outreach program here in Los Angeles, that was feeding Christmas dinner to people experiencing homelessness or just underprivileged. And I left feeling at least 5 times better than when I walked in, because I was just giving my time in service to people who didn't know me. Last, but definitely not least, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord, and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, or be weary of His reproof. For the Lord reproves him whom He loves, as a father the son in whom He delights. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom, and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her
is better than gain from silver, and her profit better than gold. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 14. Have a blessed 2026. Deuces.